Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I just want to say first off that Wednesday, my Facebook was giving me no notifications. So if any of you gave me a nice comment on there, I'm sorry, I probably didn't see it. When I woke up this morning, I had a few, but nothing from the day before. So I apologize if that happened. My project today is a little book that opens like this. And there's 2 Hershey bars. Now, Hershey will fit, Twix will fit, anything similar to this. I don't think Kit Kat will fit. Let me see. Oh, Kit Kat will fit. The fun size Kit Kats will fit in there. So, anything that's like that. The box measures 3 1/4 by 2 3/8 by 7/8. Alrighty. And I use the Best Witches stamp set for this image and also the little frog inside. And I left a little space for you to write a little note or from the family of, something like that. I used the Stylish Shapes dies for this outside Granny Apple Green stitched circle here, and the layering circle dies for the scalloped in Gorgeous Grape and the image one. Alrighty. I also used the Black and White Designs Designer Series paper, some glittered organdy ribbon, and Gorgeous Grape cardstock. Alrighty, and I used the Stampin Blends to color it, along with some Wink of Stella for the hat and the cape. I don't know if you can see up close. I don't know if you can see the Wink of Stella, but it looks nice. Okay, so what we need for this project is some basic white for stamping. We need a scalloped circle from the layering circle dies that is about 2 inches. Okay, and that is Gorgeous Grape. We need a stitched Granny Apple Green cut from the Stylish Shapes dies that is 2 1/8. And we're going to be cutting the image out with a 1 7/8 inch circle die. Alright, so we need a piece of Gorgeous Grape that is 5 5/8 by 3 1/4. And a piece of Basic Black for the inside that is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4. We need 3 pieces that are 2 1/8 by 3. 2 of the Black and White Designs and 1 of just Basic White. And 1 piece that is 5/8 by 3 for the binding. Okay, so let's start. We have 2 pieces to score. And I will be using the 5, these are only, there's a 2 3/8 inch Velcro dots. I have the 5/8 inch, but I only had 1 left, so I used the smaller ones on this one. I have to get some more. This is my host code. If you're gonna purchase from me and buy anything less than $150, please put this in and I can get some Stampin' rewards for everyone to send a little something. Okie doke. Alright, we're going to start with the Gorgeous Grape that is 5 5/8 by 3 1/4. And on the 5 5/8 side only, we're going to score at 2 3/8 and at 3 1/4. Okay, and that's it for the Gorgeous Grape. And then for the Basic Black that is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4, we are going to score on the 4 1/2 inch side first, and we're going to score at 3/4 and 3 3/4. And then on the 3 3/4 side, we're going to score at 3/4 and 3. Okay. And I'm just going to fold and burnish both of these pieces. Okay, I forgot to put one up. We need for the band here, this part, we need a piece of Gorgeous Grape that is 4 inches by 1 inch. Okay. All right, the Gorgeous Grape piece is finished. We just needed to score it, and that's it. And for the basic black piece, we're going to start, you can start at any corner, but I'm going to start on the bottom right. I'm going to go to the first score line from the right, cut to the first score line, and then wedge each side of the square. And then I'm going to turn it a quarter turn, go to this far score line here, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of the square. Quarter turn, and just keep doing that. And if you decide to start on the left, just make sure you turn it a quarter turn before, and always do the same side, the left or the right, whichever you pick. And that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, now we need some liquid glue. And I'm just going to put it on one of the tabs, and then take the top score line of the tab and make it straight with the side of the rectangle that's closest to it. And we're just going to hold it a little bit until it's set. And then we'll move on to the next one. Remember, the score line on the tab matches with the side of the rectangle. Okay, and there's your box. Now we're going to put this like it would open like a book, okay? And we're going to attach the box to the right hand side when this is upside down. This is the outside, so this is your inside of your box, okay? And we're going to put the box as close to the score line as you can get it without it hindering the side from moving up, okay? And just make sure that you have about the same amount on the top and the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to put liquid glue all along the bottom. And then I'm going to place it where I think it's good. I'm going to pull up this side just so that I can see that it's all the way over as far as it can go. And then I'm going to try to move it a little because I put it down a little too high, but it's only about 1/16 of an inch, so I really should not be worrying about that. All right, and that's the actual box. Okay, now we need some of our DSP. We're not going to put on the white until we stamp it, so we're going to leave that alone. So we're going to take two of the pieces of the Black and White Designs DSP that are 2 1/8 by 3, and they go on the top and the bottom. And the piece that is 5/8 by 3 goes on the spine. And I'm going to put them all on with liquid glue. Okay, now I'm going to take my piece of Gorgeous Grape that is 4 by 1. Make sure this is the right side here. This is the top. And I'm going to put it about 1 3/4 from the side in. Okay? It doesn't have to be exact. We just can't put it too far because then it will show behind, after the circle. But I want a good amount of it so that our circle will grab on well. So I'm just going to put about that. Let me see, is that 1 3/4? Yeah, just about. Okay. And then I'm just going to bend it with my fingers. Put your box so it's upright. Side where you want it. And then just put a bend right there. And then one on the back. The back one's going to be a little bit shorter, but that's okay. That's how we want it. Okay, and then just take it off and fold and burnish the edges. Make sure that everything is nice and straight. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the back on first to make sure that the rest of it can fold over. And we're going to put it in the middle. All we're going to be gluing is the back. Okay, so just put it right in the middle of the back of your box. Just like that. Just hold it a few minutes, make sure it's kind of in the middle. Make sure that this can bend, and it can. Just let it set. Okay. And just make sure that your box is, you're putting it onto the part that has the box attached to it. All right. And then, see, this will cover it then, but it will have a lot of it will be attached to keep it nice and steady. All right, so I have my 5/8 inch adhesive Velcro dots. They are the low profile. And if you don't have those, you can use a 3/8 inch, but I would put 2 just to keep it nice and steady. I'm going to put one side on the end of my strap piece here, and then put the other one with the adhesive facing up right on top of it. And then make sure that your box is pushed all the way over here. And close it and just rub it. And hopefully you can get it up without it sticking. If not, you might have to take your pick tool in there to separate it. But this time it was good. I'm just going to take them off and reinforce them. That's how the box is going to stay closed. Alright, now we need some of our basic white, and we're going to be using this image from Best Witches and some Tuxedo Black ink. And you only have to really ink up the top part. Do it this way. And then we're going to just stamp our witch. Okay, so I'm going to take my circle die from the layering circle dies that is about 1 7/8. And I basically want the face centered right in the middle, but I want to get a little bit of the hat too. So just about right below the bow is where I set my circle, and I just tried to get the face centered there. And then I'm just going to tape it down. And somebody asked, I did answer in the comments, but sometimes people don't get them. Okay, this is the tape that I use for keeping down my dies. It's Crafters Easy C. Crafters Essentials Easy C. And it's pretty good low tack tape. You can get it in all different colors. Alright, I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay, and that's how it looks after I've cut it out. Alright, and then we need our piece of basic white that is 2 1/8 by 3, and we're going to use the little frog image. And I'm just going to put him down in the lower left corner here. Great. Alright, and now we're going to use some Stampin' Blends to color. Alright. Now you can use whatever it is you have, but I'm going to use the Stampin' Blends because I know it's a lot to have all the colors. Alright, what I'm going to start with is Light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to put cheeks under the eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to use Dark Petal Pink, and I'm going to go over the whole face, and I'm going to blend the eyes. Blend the cheeks in. Okay. Now I'm going to use Dark So Saffron for the hair. I'm going to use Dark Daffodil Delight for the buckle. I'm going to use Dark Highland Heather for the hat band and the dress. Okay, and then I'm going to use light basic black. Oops, I forgot something here, sorry. I used the dark Highland Heather for the underneath of the hat also. Okay, then I'm going to come in with light basic black, and I'm going to do the hat and the cape. Alright, and the last thing on the witch is I'm going to take Light Pool Party and I'm going to go around the whole image, just on the edge, just a little tiny line, and it gives it a little bit of a shadow effect. Okay, and I did notice that this one I went a little lower on, so I'm going to just use a little bit of dark petal pink for her hand there that shows. Alright, so that's it for the witch. Now for the frog, I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of dark granny apple green for the feet and in between the legs there and the bottom of the hands. I guess that's still feet. And just a tiny bit on the mouth. And maybe the bottom of the eyelids. And then I'm just going to blend the rest with light granny apple green. Okay. Now you can see both of them. Oops. Okay, so let's start with the inside here. And I'm going to put the basic white with the frog right on the inside. You could put a sentiment in here too if you don't want to have anything. You put a spell on me or any of the sentiments there. I'm going to close it. Alright, and then we have our circles. We have the stitched circle from Granny Apple Green from the Stylish Shapes dies. That is 2 1/8. And we're going to attach the scalloped Gorgeous Grape scallop one that is 2 inches. This is from the Layering Circle dies. And then the image one that I cut out with a Layering Circle die that is 1 7/8. And I like how the layer, that just a little hint of purple behind. Alright, now we're going to put it on the middle of our box. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want it to squeeze out, is I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm just going to move it a little bit farther than I want it. And I'm going to put a little pencil, whoops, a pencil mark right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put glue. Actually, first let's pull it up. And then I'm just going to put glue up to where the mark is. And then I'm going to lay down my circle right on top of that mark and make sure that it is kind of straight. I want her face to be straight. And just double check it before I put it down. Perfect. Ah, goodness, I should have made sure. Make sure it's right again still. Yeah, it is. Okay. Wait till it dries. And then you can put it down again. Okay, now we're going to get a piece of glittered organdy ribbon. I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to put the ribbon right inside the spine and close it. And then I'm just going to tie a bow. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip off the ends. Alrighty, and I like how that looks right there. Okay, so now I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on the black pieces, which is the top and bottom of the hat and the cape. There's only a little bit of the cape, but okay. I don't know if you can see it. Usually you can't. No, probably not. Sorry about that. Okay. And for the final touch, I'm going to take some Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels and my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put a big one there, a medium one down next to it, and then a small one up right there. Alright, and that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below. The links to my blog that has all the measurements and to my shop are below. And also the link to join if you wanted to take advantage of the $155 for $99 free shipping offer. Just till the 31st for any new demonstrator. You can do it just to try it out. No obligation. Alrighty. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.